Good evening. You're watching Footle News, where logic is optional and our sources do not exist, just like our anchors.
More importantly, all our experts vanished the moment we tried to verify their degrees. Stay tuned.
Elon Musk has declared that Mars is closer than it seems. NASA is now reviewing his driver's license.
Donald Trump has promised to personally stop global warming. His plan includes a lot of signature hand gestures.
Musk announced he will send 1 million people to Mars. However, over 1 million people already want to send Musk there first.
News scandal. Trump promised to make America great again, but forgot he had already promised that twice.
New diet trend. Eat whatever you want, but only if you can catch it with your bare hands.
Reptilians have sued conspiracy theorists for defamation. And now the news, which, much like your life plans, have absolutely nothing to do with what was promised in the preview.
A big day for media. The world's first silent podcast has launched. No words, just the intense gaze of the hosts into the camera.
Genius idea. Everyone gets the point anyway. And most importantly, Musk and Trump can't complain that this silence is the fake news about them.
Fans are thrilled. Finally, we can enjoy content without unnecessary words. Read the first reviews.
The Silent Podcast is expected to break records because, unlike politicians, it doesn't say anything stupid.
Shocking. Vice President J.D. Vance called immigration the biggest threat.
Bold statement. Meanwhile, Native Americans are carefully watching the entire Trump administration, trying to figure out which local tribe they belong to.
Government officials are now scrambling to define immigrant. Spoiler, it's complicated.
Historians just collectively fainted. Turns out, irony is stronger than gravity.
Scientists have officially declared laughter extends life. Now, laughing isn't just fun, it's a longevity strategy.
But there's a catch. Tax returns shorten life by roughly the same amount. So balance is restored.
That's why doctors recommend either laughing more or avoiding windows during tax season.
For maximum effect, file your taxes while watching stand-up. Your survival chances will increase significantly.
President Trump has announced a revolutionary economic strategy. The main principle: talk a lot, act chaotically, and make people believe it works.
Indeed, the economy has never sounded so confident. According to Trump, the most important thing is confidence in your own words. If you speak convincingly enough that there is plenty of money, it simply materializes. This is the foundation of financial magic.
According to preliminary information, the new policy includes the launch of the program, 1 Million Words, $1. Government officials will deliver long speeches daily, explaining why the economic situation is perfect, even if you're standing in line for bread.
Official financial advisors have already announced a new economic indicator, the Verbal Inflation Index. The more officials talk, the lower the purchasing power of the population. They say this index has already broken all records.
The Ministry of Finance has also announced a new currency, Red Wig Coin. It is not backed by gold, silver, or even common sense. But anyone who doubts its value will be accused of spreading fake news.
Meanwhile, the U.S. Federal Reserve is in panic. They don't know how to count money that officially exists only in the president's speeches.
And Trump's main message: America has never been richer. Though, to be fair, this phrase has been repeated for the 4th consecutive economic crisis cycle. But who's counting?
So, the new economic policy means more words, less meaning, and most importantly, faith that the economy works, even if your wallet disagrees. And now, from economics to experiments, let's head to the laboratory of useless research.
We're now connecting with our correspondent, Chuck Storm, who is currently at the laboratory of useless research. Chuck, what's happening over there?
Hello, Jack and Mia. It's a hive of activity here. Scientists have just completed an incredibly important study. They have officially proven that if no one hears a tree fall in the forest, it still falls.
Fantastic, Chuck. But how did they manage to prove it?
Mia, technology never stops advancing. Researchers left a camera in the forest, but then realized the camera was also hearing the fall. So, to maintain the purity of the experiment, they decided not to watch the recording at all.
Chuck, are there any other studies in the lab that could change our understanding of the world?
Oh yes, Jack. Scientists are tackling another groundbreaking question. Does a bottle labeled still water really contain still water? Preliminary results are shocking. 87% of volunteers reported that they couldn't tell still water apart from other still water.
This opens up new horizons. Perhaps the next study will determine whether there's a difference between silence in a library and silence in a forest. Thanks, Chuck. And now, from field reports to smart solutions, it's time for Lifehack.
Welcome to Lifehack of the Week, where we turn ordinary tasks into unnecessarily complicated experiments.
Today, we're tackling the age-old question. How do you boil an egg without using water? The answer is simple. You let climate change do the work for you. Just place your egg on a sunny windowsill and wait.
For those who prefer a faster result, try wrapping the egg in aluminum foil and leaving it on the hood of a parked car in summer. Alternatively, if you're feeling adventurous, take it to an active volcano, nature's microwave, but with slightly higher risks.
If the egg doesn't cook, don't worry. Give it another decade or two, and thanks to global warming, you'll have a fully boiled egg without lifting a finger. It's slow cooking, but on a planetary scale.
Not only is this method environmentally friendly, but it's also a great exercise in patience, something you'll need when explaining to others why you didn't just use a pot of boiling water.
Join us next week when we'll teach you how to make hot coffee using nothing but sheer willpower, a furious glare, and your desperate need to stay awake.
Welcome to Sports News, where we turn ordinary competitions into something completely ridiculous.
Today we bring you the longest-running competition in history, the Championship of Life. Unlike other sports, there's no need to run, jump, or throw anything. The only requirement is simply existing. The only way to win? Outlive everyone else.
Some participants drop out within hours of the start, while others stretch their game across decades. But now, we're approaching the grand finale, where 120-year-old Walter the Eternal Jenkins will face off against 121-year-old Edith the Immortal Thompson.
Both finalists have overcome thousands of challenges, from childhood illnesses and grim medical predictions to the dangers of driving at 100 years old. It has been the ultimate test of endurance, but only one will claim the title of absolute champion.
Experts predict this will be the most intense finish in history, as the competitors are literally going wrinkle to wrinkle.
The prize? Eternal bragging rights and the satisfaction of having outlived absolutely everyone. The stakes couldn't be higher or slower.
And that was Footle News, the only channel where truth meets absurdity, and then they go for a drink together.
If you enjoyed this episode, it means you have a questionable sense of humor too. See you next time.